back in. I'm back in. You feel me? Little break, but I'm back in. You feel me? I know you see the links. I took the braids out. It was getting loose. Get them redone. May keep the fro. Who knows? So I currently just started editing these videos with an app called iMovie, of course. I'm going to deeply start editing these videos thoroughly, covering over any mistakes I may have made or any wording mistakes I've made. Just trying my best to edit what I can at this moment. So yeah, enjoy the knowledge you are about to receive, and I'm out. Whatever, it's still a video, right? You still gaining knowledge from it. Okay, as long as you hear the words that I'm saying, comprehend them, you're gonna be straight for this video. But look, what we are talking about in this video, some people, the world is, fuck, I'm talking too fast. Let me slow down. The world, for some people, can be overwhelming to the point where they feel like the earth is ruling them. You can't let that happen. You have to make, you came into this earth with you, not your body, but you, your soul. When I say you, I'm talking to you in the aspect of, I'm talking to your soul, like type shit. Because if this body were to die, it wouldn't be no more of this specifically. It would just be you. It would just be your soul that manifested in this body. But back to the point. People, you came in this earth to have paradise. Like this earth is not made for stress and just constant survival mode and attack mode and just horror and all the hellish things that are in this earth. It's not originally made for that, but you know, it evolved into that aspect. But it's not made for that. It's not at all. And I'm going to be expressing a very, very accurate situation to the point where it may have you rethink on how to view this third dimension life. And when I say third dimension, people might be confused on what that is. All third dimension is 3D, 3 and the letter D. Just like if you were to go see a movie in 3D, okay? When you put those 3D glasses on, you see that movie, you see that film, and you watching it, right? You just watching it. It seems that if it gets so close to, it seems that if it gets close enough to if you could touch it, right? You can't touch it really though because you have 3D glasses on for the 3D film. But this is a prime example of 3D. Just like it seems to, if you could touch it, you can't really touch it. You can't really touch it. But we are actually living in a 3D reality. We live in a third dimension reality, in a third dimension aspect, in a third dimension perspective. So, okay, third person. Yeah, you know what I mean. So look, okay. Everything is tangible. I can touch things, right? Everything is tangible. I can touch it. But when you go see that 3D film, it's like you can touch it, but you can't because it's a film. But all the film is doing is, this is just a prime example of our reality in your face. So you have a prime example of a reality, and then you take them off, and then it's back to a third dimension reality. So it's kind of confusing, but I'm going to get to this. This video will be about, you know, how to reach, you feel me, spiritual enlightenment. And how to make you have a different aspect, or not an aspect, or a different perspective about this hard life that we live in, especially for adolescent. It's very rough. But I'm gonna go get my water, and then we're gonna get back to it. We are back. Now, like I said, I do a whole lot of documentaries. I have a whole book and aspects of, in regards to a whole book in regards to spiritual knowledge. My last 7 videos were chakras, about chakras. You know, that was just a section of the spiritual knowledge that I do research and happen to know about to share with you. But this is a big part. Like we're getting deeper in the book right here, and you're gonna have to have some sense to be able to comprehend this specifically. Physical reality. People think what we live in specifically is just the only thing. And they think once you die, it's over. you just up in heaven or hell, depending on, predicated upon, whether you did good in this specific life, in this only life, correct? So you right now you think if you don't do good right here, right now, in this life you live in, you choose your fate afterwards, whether it's a good fate or a bad fate, correct? That is what you think, correct? Listen to me. This is a scientific, and people think every science can't break everything down. It's just an extent. It's just an extent of what can be extent of what can really be broken down, but everything is not explainable. It can't be explained. That is false. Because listen to this. Okay. Page 1. What we call physical reality is actually the retinas. Retinas are actually a part in the brain. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think retinas are actually like a part in the brain that are connected to the eye. But they have to deal with the eyes, but they're connected. They kind of collaborate, okay? So look, physical reality is what we call, Physical reality is actually the retinas of our eyes transmuting photons, sending them to the back of the brain, okay, the back of the brain, to a section called the center of vision by a medium of what we call optic nerves, okay? Optic nerves. I actually said it was in your brain. It's in the back of your eyeball. It's your optic nerve, okay? So let me read that again. What we call physical reality is actually the retinas of our eyes transmuting the retinas. So I think it's about, that is the eyeballs. I was wrong, but that's the eyeballs. The retinas of our eyes is kind of like, I think it's kind of like the lines connecting around the eyeball, the circular shape. You would get more of a ideal vision of what I'm talking about if you were to go look it up, because I don't have a thing to pull it up or whatever, but this is what they are, okay? They're transmuting photons, sending them to the back of the brain to a section called the center of vision by a medium of what we call optic nerves, and then we are projecting them back out. What is it? Back out to see what is it that we believe that we're seeing. Excuse me. So look, what that basically just said is, what's being transmuted into our eyes, into our optic nerve, is sending back to our brain, locating what we think we see, and then we project it back out. Okay? Kind of like we breathe in carbon dioxide. I'm pretty sure we breathe in carbon dioxide, and then plants let out something else. I just got done with photosynthesis, but you know what I mean? Got to do more research on that. But plants let out what we need, and we let out back out. No. Okay, so look, we need oxygen. Okay, I just got off from school. My brain kind of fried right now. But we need oxygen, okay? We definitely need oxygen. Plants give out oxygen. We give out, I think it's carbon dioxide, I think. And that's what plants need. It's kind of just like this. What does it say? It's transmuted the photons. So the photons hit our eyes, transmute back to our brain, signal back out what we think we're seeing into what we think is reality, correct? So look. We are literally having a tangible virtual experience, which is equivalent to playing a virtual reality game. But we are able to sense detailed, delicate information through these electronic signals through what we call the 5 physical senses. Meanwhile, the 6th sense is the one projecting the images. So listen, what that's basically saying, we got 5 senses: taste, touch, smell, hear, talk, speak. I think just speak, hear, no? Sense, smell. 5 senses, okay? We got 5 of them. You get the point. Okay? So like I said in the beginning of this video, as we go see a 3D movie, you put on the 3D glasses, it's kind of like you could touch the film, but you cannot touch the film. You take them off, you see reality, you can touch reality. If you were able to touch that film would be, so look, you put the 3D glasses back on, right? The movie's still playing. Now it gets closer. If you were actually able to touch the film, that this reality that you see, or this virtual reality that you see, if you were actually able to touch it and it was actually tangible, it would be a real reality. That's the only difference between a 3D movie and what we actually see right now. So if you would look around, okay, look around right now. Start touching the things closest to you. You feel me? Just start touching everything. You feel me? Start touching everything. You feel me? It's tangible. You are able to touch it. We put them 3D glasses on. You see the film. You were not able to touch it. But what the point? I keep saying this. The point I'm trying to explain to you is that is basically the same thing. The only difference is one you can touch and one you can't touch. And the one you can touch, which is reality, that is the actual third dimension. But you see in the movie in 3D. Okay? That's deep. But you really got to put some thought into understand it, unless you very quick, unless you got some very good intellectual abilities to pick that up like that, like me. But I'm gonna just keep it kicking. I'm gonna keep it kicking. Hopefully this video will be edited, because I already made some mistakes. But look, all right. So imagine be able to yup. Okay. Listen. So imagine being able to imagine being able to watch a movie, but when somebody pulls out a fruit in the movie, if the movie theater actually could give the sense. So you put those 3D glasses on, and you see it, you see that fruit. And what this paper is saying is, imagine that it's actually tangible, like you can actually touch it. I know it seems that if you could touch it, if you put the 3D glasses on, because it comes close. But I'm talking about just imagine if you could actually touch it, okay? So living life is like watching a 3D movie. This is why you can't let this earth drag your energy in a low vibration. You can't let it drag your energy in a low vibration. You cannot. You cannot let this earth drag your energy down, because all you are doing is releasing photons and just all types of electric. You're releasing this energy into the universe, which you need. You need that. Okay? Every time you have a sexual orgasm, you release energy. Every time you're sad, you release energy. Mad, you release energy. Inspired, you're releasing energy. Everything you do is energy. Everything is energy, but you cannot see it because we have what's called the naked eye. Okay, the naked eye is not meant to see everything. Okay, there's literally another universe, not a universe, but there's literally another reality that is parallel with the one that we are living now. Parallel, not physically in it, because everything that is real is not physical. If it was, there would be lots more things on Earth than what we would expect, because just what's physical is on Earth. And that may not always be the case, because there may be some extraterrestrials on here, on this Earth, that have came down from the universe. Extraterrestrial. Extra, to add on. Terre, the Earth. Astral, astral plane. Okay? Extra, to add on the definition. Terre, Earth in Latin. No. In Greek, terre in Greek is Earth, and then astral is the astral plane. To add on the Earth from the astral plane. So what extraterrestrial? That big word. It's very simple. Extraterrestrials are people from the universe. Okay? Now they could come here and they could be physical. And they could come here and they could talk to you just like I'm talking to you right now, in a physical aspect, in a physical perspective, in a physical form. Okay? They could talk to you just like I'm talking to you now. The only difference is they can do superhuman things. They can do things we can't. They can literally go ethereal to where we can't touch them. there might be an extraterrestrial right now that I can't see simply because he or she is not physical at the moment. But they can become physical if they want to, okay? Because they come straight from the astral plane. Extraterrestrial. To add on the Earth from the astral plane. It's simple. So let me get back. That's getting off track. That's a whole nother video. Okay? So look. So living life is just like watching a 3D movie. Like I said, you see the 3D movie with the 3D glasses, it gets close to, it seems to as if you really could touch it, but you can't because it's a film. You can't really touch it. It's not reality. But when you live life, it's the same shit. But the five senses make it reality to where you can actually touch it. You can actually smell it. You can actually taste it. You can actually hear it. You feel me? It's a reality. It becomes a reality at this point, correct? So look, so living life is just like watching the 3D movie, but the 3D just became 5D. Okay, 3D. You can see it. It seems that if it's tangible, 3D film seems that if it's tangible, okay? But you can't. Boom, bump it up. 5D. 5D, you can actually touch it. You can actually smell it. You can actually hear it. You know what I mean? It becomes a reality at this point, okay? So all we living is in a we're not living in the fifth dimension, because that's a whole nother different thing. But we are living in a 5D perspective. So living life is just like watching a 3D movie, but 3D just became 5D, which actually now you can experience the movie that you're watching. You can actually experience it with tangibilities, okay? So being able, So being in a human body is like being on a roller coaster, and then the water splashes through the pond. When the water splashes through the pond, let's say like you're on a Jurassic Park roller coaster, and you go down the biggest I don't want to call it hill, but you go down the steepest roll of the roller coaster, right? There's a pond at the bottom, okay? The pond splashes up. You get wet, okay? Listen to this, okay? Listen. That's what life is. Wait, excuse me. Yeah, that's what life is. Your five senses are equivalent to the water splashing, which is used to make temporary events seem real as possible. So when you get on a big roller coaster, it's the biggest roller coaster at the amusement park. They want you to get on it. They want you to experience that. Okay, they want it, and I used a Jurassic Park roller coaster specifically because Jurassic Park is a fictional dinosaur movie, and it was, back then. They made new ones 2014, 15, you know what I mean, 17. It's a continuous series, kind of like Planet of the Apes, but I'm getting off track. Jurassic Park is a very detailed movie to where if the dinosaurs were in the actual reality to where they are, kind of more modern time, but not BC type time, not old time, not back then, but more modernly timed. But the dinosaurs were here kind of like now, but 1960, 1970, around there, kind of like that. So look, we used Jurassic Park roller coaster specifically because it's a very detailed movie, and when you're watching the movie, it seems that when a dinosaur or the T-Rex, for example, when you're encountering a T-Rex, for any example, any dinosaur in that movie, but specifically a T-Rex because it's big, scary, whatever. When you're encountering a T-Rex, it stomps and you're screaming, everybody's screaming, cars go flying, roar, it's just a huge experience, right? It's a big deal. Now, in that movie, it's reality. In the film, it's reality, okay? But in actuality, when you get on that roller coaster and all the water starts splashing and you see all the dinosaurs, it's not real, but they want to make that roller coaster experience seem as real as possible, okay? My point of me saying this is because they want you. Look. Okay, so look, let me read that one more time because this is a very, 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 very powerful point. On the roller coaster, when the water splashes, when the roller coaster splashes through a pond, that's what life is. Your 5 physical senses are equivalent to the water splashing, okay? Because you can actually touch the water. You feel the water splashing on you, correct? So your 5 physical senses are equivalent to the water splashing, which is used to make these temporary events, which is not real, temporary. Mark that word, temporary. Okay, remember that. It's not real. It's a temporary event, but they want to make that temporary event seem real as possible. This is how you have to look at life. Life is only temporary, okay? At least this body that you're living in currently, that you're watching this YouTube video in, you're not gonna be in this body you're not gonna be in it for over 200 years. I mean, that's a guarantee. Especially in this, maybe back then, back BCE, but not like now. Like, this world now is made for you to live 75 years or 70 years younger. You're not, this world, all the fake food, man, all the chemicals they put in it, man, chemtrails, they blocking the sun. It's all type of things that are killing our body slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly every single day. It's a slow death. In this life, okay? In this life, they want you to live no older than 75 years. No older. Now, back then, people lived thousands of years. A physical body, thousands of years. What do you think they were doing different than us? A whole lot. They weren't eating what we were eating. They weren't eating meat, first of all. At least that's what I think. That's what I know, actually. But there's so many things that they weren't doing that we're doing now. Like, they just rather die than just do what we do now on an everyday basis, because it's literally killing our vessels slowly and slowly. Every day, it's a slow death. Okay, like I said, this life that we live in is only meant for 75 years. Only 75. It's not a lot. Not compared to how they used to live thousands of years back then. 75 and shit. But look, that is a very, 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 very powerful message right here. So this paper was meant for you to realize that this ain't it. What you're going through is only a temporary event. It's not gonna last forever. It's not. Okay? If you ain't struggling, you ain't living. Which is the sad truth. If you are not struggling in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you are not living. Because this life was originally, like I said in the beginning of the video, was originally for paradise. But nowadays, in this time, in this life, 2000s, 1900s, 1700s, 1200s, in this type of time, no. If you ain't struggling in this time, you are not living. Some people say, then what's the point of living? That is a good question. But that doesn't mean you give up, because you were brought here for a reason. Everybody has a reason. Nobody's a waste. Some people say you should have been spat out. You should have had an abortion. No, there's a reason you are here. There's a reason you're here watching this video today. There's a reason you know me, if you do know me personally. There's a reason. Okay? A big part of you watching this video is that you can, so that I can enlighten your mind in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion, so you can become aware and subjective to the things that are going around you. And you may not have such a bad perspective. You may not have such a bad experience in a bad experience, because this time right here is horrible. Like I said, if you ain't struggling, you ain't living, right? In this time, at least. But so look, some people ask me like, how are you spiritual? Like, you're so young. Like, do you even know what you're talking about? Some people, parents might be like, don't listen to him. He's just he a young bull. He learning. But if you really want to know something, come to me. Listen to me. They don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. if they were to listen to what I have to say for at least 10 minutes, I will blow their mind. Okay? So listen to me. Alright? How to reach spiritual enlightenment. Page 2. This is the page 2, but I brought these 2 pages out together specifically. Okay? This page is literally named Third Dimension. 3D. Okay? Third Dimension. 3D. Excuse me. 3D is like playing Call of Duty. Okay? Call of Duty, if you don't know, is a third dimension perspective video game, militia game, that it's kind of a story mode. It's a multiplayer where you can play with online players, you can play with others, you can talk to others, you can just kick it. Okay, you go against other online players, militia players. The objective is really to kill them with your gun, okay, or your knife. Okay, it's a militia army game. It's third person. Okay, listen. 3D is like playing Call of Duty. All you are is the gun in the hands. A lot of people live the majority of their life thinking that they are the guns in the hands. So, what I just said, I'm going to read that again. 3D is like playing Call of Duty. All you are is the guns in the hands. A lot of people live the majority of their life thinking they are the guns in the hands. Listen to me. So look, you can't go around thinking that you're this body. Because if you do, you have a messed up perspective. And that's, I get a strong 97.9. It's a strong, that is a very, 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 very hard majority of people in this world. 97% of people. The other 3% is like the woke people. You got different woke people too. You got fake woke that know a little bit. You got woke that know some. Okay. No. You got fake woke. You got fake woke that know a little bit, but they don't take woke. They don't take spirituality serious. They don't really take this serious. Seriously. You got getting woke. Okay, they're starting to learn more. They're starting to enlighten. They're starting to stop getting tricked by this third dimensional hell and this third dimensional lies that we've been fed for years. Okay, they're getting woke. You got woke. They know. Okay, they definitely know. Okay, they elaborate and they definitely know. And then you got the gods. Okay, these folks right here on another level. These folks right here are getting out of their physical vessel. These folks here are expressing superhuman abilities that come from the hieroglyphics and the sun codes that you get from when you sun gaze. That is my goal, honestly. And anybody that does not have that goal, I don't really want to fool with. Like, what do I need you for then? If we can't grow together as a woke person or talk about serious shit, what do I really need you for? Nothing. So listen. Okay, a lot of people live the majority of their lives thinking that they are the guns in the hands. And what I mean by the guns in the hands is I'm talking in a Call of Duty aspect. Okay, like a Call of Duty, you third person. You don't see the whole body. Okay, that's only if you get killed and you see the person who killed. But that's a different, that's irrelevant. What we're talking about is the majority of the Call of Duty. You only see, just like you see me right now. Imagine if I had an assault rifle and I'm rocking and I'm running with my assault rifle. I'm shooting. I'm running. You feel me? I'm running with my assault rifle. You don't see the body doing this, but you only see the assault rifle in the hands. Like, go like this right now. Go like this. Put your hands and just look at your hands. That is what the Call of Duty game is like. It's like you're literally seeing this, and imagine you have an assault rifle in your hands. That is what the Call of Duty experience is like. So only the guns in the hands, okay, are being shown. So look, listen to me. Most people live, and this might be you. This is 9 times out of 10 you. Most people live the majority of their lives, thinking that they are the guns in the hands, aka thinking that they are this body. That is wrong. That is a wrong perspective. That's probably, I say that's a strong 15% of why life is so hard for you. If you know this shit ain't even, if you know this shit right here, this body is just temporary, and if you think that this is just it, and if I don't do what I need to do, it's over just with this, that's taking a huge toll, because that will take a toll on anybody. Knowing just this is just it, man, hell no. That'll take a huge toll on anybody. Woke, not woke. But the only difference is, if you are woke, you would know that this ain't it. This isn't the only thing that this universe has to offer. The physical body, hell no. Hell no. So look, listen. So everything, let me read that all over again. 3D, third dimension, is like playing, no, excuse me. 3D is like playing Call of Duty. It's just like playing Call of Duty. All you are is the guns and the hands. A lot of people, which is most likely you, live the majority of their lives thinking that they are the guns and the hands, aka that they are this body, and this is the only thing there is. And you have two choices. Where are you going? Up or down? And that's it. Get out of here. Bullshit. So look. So everything that makes you happy is predicated upon material. Because you believe that you are the material. Okay, you matter. Matter and flesh is all this is. It's just matter and atoms and all type of, it's matter, okay? So you think you are the material. That's why only materialistic things bring you happiness. Woke people, real woke people, they don't give a shit about that. Not really. I mean, they'll take some material things, okay? But not really. That, like, is that their priority, or is that what brings them true happiness? Because you got fake happiness and you got real happiness. Okay, fake happiness is them online people that you be looking up to, that, oh my God, why can't I be happy like them? Them people not happy, man. Them people is putting on for you. They put on a fake life for you. Them people are not happy. Okay? Because if they were, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing in the first place. They wouldn't be acting like they're happy, because they wouldn't have to, because they would be already happy in the first place, not to even act like they're happy for you in the first place. So just think about that. Think about that. They're playing a whole ass mind game with you, and you steady giving them your energy. Shit. Not me. So look. You are only happy when material things are given to you, especially people that think they are this body. So may I continue? You are only happy when people buy you something to put on this vessel, okay? To make it look better. You believe you are the vessel, okay? You believe you are the vessel, correct? And so fourth dimension is where you can consciously view yourself within this vessel. I currently am in the fourth dimension perspective in regards to my mind and how I think. Because my fourth dimension perspective is, this is not the body. I'm put on this earth for a temporary, this earth, like I said, this world, this lifetime that we live in, all the toxins, all the chemtrails, all the chemicals that they put in the food, man, this shit killing us day by day, slowly, okay? Slowly. People back then, BCE, used to live thousands of years in a body, man, thousands. Not 1,000, not two, but thousands with a Z, man. That's a lot of years. 75 is really what 75 years is really what they want you to live on this earth nowadays. This earth is only made for you to live 75 years in your body. Only 75. Compare that to thousands of years, man. No, that's not a lot. Not at all. So look, that is why I don't really take, I wouldn't say I don't take this life serious. I will not say that, but I will say that this life does not bring my energy down, my very, very, very high vibration down to a low, vulnerable state in regards to my vibration. Hell no. Okay? So look, fourth dimension is where you view yourself within this, okay? So this is how I view. I go to school every day, I'm looking like, Like, I literally see I'm literally like, I am inside of a body right now, looking at other bodies, being a fool, acting a fool, thinking that they are their body. But I just am a body. Like, I manifest inside a body, and I'm just here. Like, I'm literally manifested here. This is where I am inside of this body, experiencing what I am experiencing at this current moment. That is a fourth dimension perspective. Okay, not a lot of people have that. Majority of people, like I said, a hard 97.9 of the earth. Yeah, they think that they are this body. Excuse me. Okay, so look, let me read that again. And so the fourth dimension is where you can consciously view yourself consciously, like you're there. You can consciously view yourself within this vessel. 4D. Fourth dimension is like playing a video game where you can see the whole character, such as Madden, GTA, 2K, NBA 2K, WWE 2K. Any game where you can, Uncharted, any game where you can see the whole person, unlike Call of Duty, where it's just the guns in the hands. Like I said, if you do this and you look at your hands, like I'm doing, and you imagine you got an AR, that's literally the experience of a Call of Duty game. But 2K, Madden, you're seeing the whole platform. You're seeing the whole game. You're experiencing, you're not in third person, okay? You're not in a third dimension perspective, okay? So again, in order for you to reach fourth dimensional perspective, you have to realize that you are the God. It's very, very simple. Some people get scared of saying you're vain, you're putting God in vain, and you're doing this and you're doing that. Listen to me. You believe that religion purposely, they want you to believe that on purpose, so you can't reach this alignment. Do you realize that? That's the only reason you think that. And you might think you disrespecting the hell out of God right now. He gonna get you. He gonna get you. I know that's what you're thinking. And I'm gonna tell you right here, you are definitely programmed to think that. Okay? And just by me saying that, you might click off this video. But if you haven't, you obviously have. If you haven't clicked off this video by now, by me just saying that, you are obviously starting to awaken to the truth. Because younger people, especially adolescents, the younger generation now, once they start to hear the truth, like I said, the truth is a light. So just like light comes to you, you can see clearly now because it's not dark. Just like when you turn on the light, just like if I were to, okay, I can see you now, correct? Look, same thing, okay? What your life is like this. Your life is just like this. You're just foggy to everything. You're lost in regards to everything knowledgeable. So you live your life in a rough, hard perspective. But once you start to clear up the toxins and clear up what's real within fake and just, there's a whole lot of lies, okay? Religion is meant to drain your energy and your soul. You go to a synagogue, you go to a church, and you release all this energy praising something that is only within you. It's not up, it's not down, it's not right, it's not left, it's not nothing but you. Okay? That is specifically what religion is made for, to throw you off of something that is only you. It's only you. You have God inside of you. So once you realize you're the God of your own reality and start saying, "Oh man, Jesus, let me have Jesus, please, Jesus, just fix my grave for me right now, right here, before this quarter." What you need to be doing is going home, meditating in regards to fixing your grave. Okay, sun gazing. Okay, the sun is out. Connect with yourself. I know this sounds impossible if you are a low vibrational person. But when I say low vibrational, I mean you don't know too much in regards to meditation and just spiritual things. You don't know too much about that. And that's okay. And most of the time you are of religion. I'm not just going to say Christianity. Most of the time you are of religion. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you now. Religion is just to drain your energy. is to drain your energy. Okay? You can't see energy when it's being drained, but you're definitely draining it. When you cry, that's energy. You can see the tears. That's a substance you can see when you're releasing energy, but that's not all that's being released. You're releasing all type of photons. You're releasing more than just tears. Trust. When you exercise, you're releasing more than just sweat. You're releasing things you cannot see. When you're angry, you're releasing things you cannot see. Sexual orgasm, you were releasing things you can see and things you cannot. You are releasing energy with every emotion you experience, okay? So if you go in there and you experience appraising perspective and appraising and just oh my God, I give it all to you. I give it all. Oh. You're releasing your photons, your energy, okay? Your emotions out into the universe. The people that run this earth perform witchcraft. Witchcraft is a thing that they do to collect people's energy, okay? They do things to collect people's energy. They collect it, okay? They collect it. I don't know specifically what they use it for, but obviously they want people's energy because they're steady killing off people to make you sad. Like I said, any emotion, you release photons and energy. Sadness is a huge emotion. You release the energy you can't see when you get to crying. You release the energy that you can see when you get to being sad. So imagine the energy you release that you cannot see when you experience that specific emotion. Okay? This is why people are being killed, and why is everybody dying? Okay, there are rituals. There are plans to kill these people. They want these people to have a big, successful career and a big influence on people and a big effect on people, to where if they were to be taken away, all type of energy would be released into the universe, to where they, specifically the Freemasons that run this country, that run Donald Trump, that run everybody, can perform witchcraft and collect your energy. Okay? Same thing with the church. You steady praising something that's not there. Where you think all that energy and all them people that's just hollering and just all that energy, just I give it all to you. That's what they say in church, right? I give it all to you. Huh? They are giving it literally all to the Freemasons. You are giving your energy all to them. That's all you're doing. Okay, your energy is 9 times out of 10 something you can't see. Okay, and when it's a big, and when your energy is like a substance that is being released at a big amount, you can actually see it sometimes, and that comes in forms in tears or a sperm, or it's just, you can actually see it. It's physical. But if you can see it physically, there's a whole lot being released that's ethereal, aka that you cannot touch or see. Okay? Some people cry in the church. Okay? You got the government performing witchcraft, man. They want your energy. Why do you think so many people is dying? Why do you think it's just a sad time for social media now? It's a very sad time. Okay, I don't be on Instagram, because you go on there, you see something sad, it's gonna make your energy feel down, and they want every little piece of energy you got. That sadness, you done release photons. Now it's out on the earth. Now they finna go do witchcraft and collect it, because they know how to do witchcraft. Don't ask me how to do witchcraft. I do not know how to do witchcraft. Thank you very much. They do. These are the same people that's taking these kids, and you don't know where they're going. They're going missing. Where the hell they going? They're going missing. They ain't just being raped and killed. They being raped, killed, cloned. The people that they need to clone, they're going to clone them. You can clone a person with a drop of blood. You don't have to have a meat. You have to have a meat sample, you have the brain sample. All right, let me get back to it. Hopefully I can just put this back in the video. If I have to make a new video to just, put this back in, That's exactly what I'm going to do, because I got cut off in a very, very, very important time. But look, a drop of blood can make a whole nother human being. It can make a whole nother clone. Okay, they can literally just suck a bit of blood out of me, and that can be another me within a month, and you wouldn't tell the difference unless you really, really know me, or you got some type of psychedelic shit going on. You got some real fire intellectual abilities that we don't know about. If you don't have them, you most definitely not gonna know that it's a clone. But yeah, people are being cloned. They're just like, damn, that phone call really threw me off my groove. But I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna get right back into it. What I was saying. So you go to church, and you were releasing this energy, and imagine. And you got some small churches, but imagine them real big churches. We've all been to a huge church where there's at least 100, 300, 400 people up in there, and there's a huge stadium, and everybody gets up there and talks about the Lord Savior or whatever the hell. Okay, we've all been there. Okay, I'm gonna say this again, since this might be a new video, it might not. What you are doing every time you praise in that synagogue or that church that you were in, you are releasing all type of photons. You are releasing all type of energy into the universe. What the government does is they perform witchcraft and collect your energy. Let me ask you a question. If you don't believe that, why do you think everybody is dying? Why is everybody dying? You ever asked that? The past year, past month? Come on now. Why is everybody dying? These are rituals performed by the people that run Donald Trump, the people that run the media, the people that run the news, the people that run the government. I'm talking about the people that you don't see. I'm talking about the people that have underground buildings, that are living underground type shit. I'm talking about that, not anything else. I'm talking about specifically that. Those people went down in Egypt, where all the information was, until they destroyed it, went down in the temples and the pyramids, went inside the temples and the pyramids, and what's inside of these temples and these pyramids are called hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. And these hieroglyphics explain to you how to do supernatural things, because till this day that we live, these people are saying, how did they build these pyramids? They had to be some type of supernatural. They had to have some type of supernatural mathematic abilities that is unknown to this earth today. No, what it was those people in Egypt and Africa were the original people, aka black people. I ain't afraid to say it, aka black people. And they want to portray it like they were back in Egypt back then when they were building the pyramids. They were nothing but jet black people. Jet black people, okay? Not me, but jet black, okay? Nothing but them there, okay? These people are filled with melanin, okay? They have abilities, and again, they're closer to the sun. The closer you get to the sun, the more connection you have with the universe. You down there in Egypt, you close. You definitely close. It's hot as hell down there, okay? So these people are not only getting information from the sun, how to build these unknown to this day structures, but they are the original people, man. They on this earth. Originally, it wasn't continents. It wasn't North America, South America, Africa. It was just all one huge continent called Pangea. Pangea. I think it was Pangea. Ge. Pangea. I think it's Pangea. That's how you spell it. But it was Pangea. And when the continental drift happened, it's just like it sounds. Continental drift. The continents drifted. The tectonic plates started drifting. I learned that in 5th grade. Thank you. What's her name? Miss I forgot. Dang, I would definitely shouted you out though. The tectonic plates started shifting and breaking apart over the years, and they started shifting, and all the continents started to break apart. and to become one different continent. But it was all one huge continent in the beginning like that. Pangea. Look it up. But yeah, in Pangea, that's when they started to build these pyramids. And pyramids are all over the world. Not just in Africa, not just in Egypt. But my point is, people don't want you to know this type of information that I'm giving you. Okay? Religion is a huge, 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 huge distraction. And is a huge part on why your life is rough now. It is a huge part. Okay? If you were to just to realize that if you were to stop praising something that is not of, and start looking into yourself and connecting within yourself, which you don't even know who yourself, you don't know who I'm talking about. You probably think I'm talking about this. I'm not talking about this. So since I'm not talking about this, who am I talking about? You don't know, right? Yourself is your soul. Yourself is really you. Yourself is that person that breathes without even you knowing you have to breathe. Yourself is that person that blinks without even knowing you have to blink. It's very deep and powerful, okay? If you were to stop draining your energy into things that are altered, aka religion, you would have such an easier time in this earth. Because listen to me, if you're not, and this is a sad reality, if you are not struggling, you are not living. In some type of way, the rich people are not even happy. Money can't bring happiness. And if you are rich and you are happy, which is a rare case, but if you are very, very, very fortunate. And you must have did something to get that. Because don't come easy. That's worth getting. But yeah, if you are there and you are at that point to where you're rich and you're happy, really happy, wealthy. Hold on. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. But if you are at that point to where you are, if you are at that point, okay, look. Listen. If you are at that point to where you are rich and happy, wealthy, that is a very rare case, and you are fortunate. And listen to me. Those people are not even really happy. I mean, they're happy and they're rich, but they're not happy all the way. Something is going on. There's always something. Believe that. There's always something. Because if there wasn't, this earth wouldn't be the way it is now. There wouldn't be always something going on. There wouldn't be somebody always dying. There wouldn't be it's just the way this earth nowadays is. Okay? So let me get back on. Hopefully, I can tie this video onto the last one because I got a phone call that interrupted the last one. But if not, I'm going to just drop this video as part 2. Ain't nothing to stop me. So look. 4D. So look, 4D. Excuse me. So let me read that sentence again. So again, in order for you to reach fourth dimensional perspective, you have to realize that you are the God. Okay, I just explained a whole thing about God. Okay, 3D is when you're in the body and when you believe something outside of yourself not only controls your destiny, but already planned it and predisposition your destiny. So you think the Lord has something great for you, or this man above have everything planned out for you. Things are going to go well, but you just got to put the work in. Nah, you have to plan your own destiny. You are the God of your own destiny. God, generator, organizer, dispenser. Okay? You are the generator, you are the organizer, and you are the dispenser of your own reality. Okay? People are looking at something that is not of them for their destiny. And that is why they do not reach it 9 times out of 10. Okay? Because they think something else not of them. Okay? You have to put that same energy that you do of something else up to you, and watch something go different for the best. Not for the worst, but for the best. But listen, okay? 4D is when you're looking at the player and you're controlling the game. So the game is not coming at you, you're going at the game. Just like 2K, okay? Listen, it's just like if you were playing Call of Duty and the Call of Duty is coming at you. So, okay, look, you're playing Call of Duty, you got the AR, right? You're gonna turn this corner. You don't know if somebody's around this corner or not, but you're going around there and you're gonna have your gun ready, right? To shoot if somebody were to be there, correct? But NBA 2K, Madden, Uncharted, any games like that, you already see everything that is around, and you already have a clear platform of what you're gonna do next, or you have a clear perspective. Okay, this is the difference between third dimension and fourth dimension perspectives. Okay, these are two very different perspectives. Okay, 97 people in the earth are living in that third dimension perspective, believe it or not. So look, if you were playing 2K and you're going at the hoop, okay, let me think, let me do this, okay? Just like I said, you have a clear platform when you're playing NBA 2K of how you're going to score. You have a clear path where you're going to pass it, to the wing, he's going to pass it back and you're going to go for the layup, or you just going to spray it through in his face, or you just going to take a charge, what you gonna go to the rim strong, dunk on him. You have many options of how you are about to score this bucket, correct? When you're playing Call of Duty, you don't really have that many options. You better be ready, have your gun, have your guard up, and if you want to rush, you can rush people. But, there's two different perspectives is the point I'm trying to get across to you. Okay, look. Listen, that was a very, 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 very positive, powerful but positive point. All right, two different perspectives. So when you say I'm the God, I'm the manifester, God, generator, organizer, and dispenser of my own reality, now you have the potential of reaching spiritual enlightenment. That was a long video. If this were to be in the same video as the last one, probably would have been an hour video, but that information is deep, and like I said, you're not gonna pick it up the first time if you don't have very, 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 very good intellectual abilities like me. Not the first time. Some people have good intellectual abilities very fast. Pick it up, bam, 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 plays no games. But this is. You're not going to find this information off Google. This information is in the dark web, okay? And unless you really know how to do research, or you just go meditate and get the information within yourself, you're not going to know how to find this type of information. Or you could just watch me. And I don't want you just to watch me. I want you to take this information and do research for yourself. Don't just, he bushing, he lying, click off, dislike, Go ahead and dislike it. Dislikes helps too. Shows you're watching. But look, I don't want to be too long. I'm already an hour plus on here. But it was worth it. This information you're not going to get nowhere else. But I'm out. I just want to spit a little game to y'all. You feel? Fro Brill is back, The Fro done got huge. But, that's... you feel me? That's the goals, all right? I'm out this thing. Ooh.